Hi everyone, this is Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils, and today I thought I would show you how to work with the coloured microbeads. So they do react very different on white or cream card to black card. With the black, it does ping it out, but one thing you do have to use, if on black card, you've got to use a white paste. Otherwise you'll lose all the colour of your microbeads. So to start off with, let's pop that to one side. I've got the beautiful new Cherry Blossom stencil. And as you can see, I've already got it mounted onto my card. I have turned my card slightly askew so that I get the angle that I want. But what you need to do is just make sure that your stencil has complete contact with your magnetic sheet. It will help you in the long run. So we're going to work with this one coming downwards. Let me make sure you're still in shot. So we're masking off and masking off. Because I've got a little bit here, I'm going to be a bit OTT with my tape and a little bit there. And again, and again. So I've got two at the top, two at the bottom, down the side. If you really want to make sure your card is completely covered and protected, you could really go and protect your card stock. It's not really going to matter too much. There we go. It's just so that you get it all protected and you don't end up getting paste on it. So we're going to be working with, obviously, magnetic sheet underneath. I've got my spreaders, my spreader and my palette knife. And then I'm going to be using Pearl White stencil dimensions. I've got a selection of our beautiful ultra fine coloured microbeads. So what I've got is, I've got a violet, I've got the dark green, I've got a light green, then I've got pale pink, yellow, I believe that is yellow. No, that's lemon crush, and then I've got fuchsia. And then what I've got is, from previous uses, I've got a mixture of beads because you need a pot to save them in. Now with this technique, try not to be a little bit too stressy about where your colours go. If you want it particular colours, then you're going to have to start in the section here and then gradually work across. But just bear in mind your medium is drying the longer you take, so you've less chance of it sticking if you take too long. This is a medium that is a brand new pot, and what you need to do is use it as it is when you first start off your pot. After a few times, then give it a good old stir. But when it's new, if you stir it initially, you'll make it a little bit too runny for you, a bit sloppy. So good old dollop at the top. Make sure you're stuck nicely down. With our spreader, we're going to go 45-degree angles, hands in the middle, and you're spreading across and up. Make sure you're completely contacted with everything. Everything's full, and then back in the pot. What I will say is, once you've finished your whole thing, make sure your pots are nice and clean, because you will get lumps and bits in it. And what you don't want is, you don't want to be dragging lumps through your image. So we're going, I'm gonna make sure I've got all my bits back in. So dirty spreader into water. So as I said, once you've finished, make sure you clean off the pot. Lid on, and then off with your tapes. You always remove your tape. Never leave your tape on, because you'll waste all your beads, and plus your stencil is drying to the paste. So again, lift up, nail under, lift up, straight off. So you've now got a beautiful image. Straight into water, clean that off after. I've got by the side of me warm soapy water, and there's your image. Pop your to one side, and then in we come. So I've got a nice big tray, and what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be a bit random with my colours. Your first few colours are always going to be the strongest that you put down. They're always going to be the ones that ping through. And then I've got my nice mix of everything. And all the residue are going to come straight off into there. So I'm going to tap off. And then I'm going to be back on again. So what you need to do is, and I mean it's gentle, I'm not pressing very hard, but I'm moving, gently tapping, because you've got to remember your skin is drying on this. So it's not bone dry, but the skin is drying. So we're just moving around. And there you go. Such a pretty effect. And as I said, it just dries so beautiful. So it will take a little while to dry, but such a different effect once it's bone dry. I hope you enjoyed the technique. Don't forget to tune into our YouTube channel where we'll show lots more tips and techniques, and keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook, our social media pages, as well as Pinterest as well, for all the inspiration from the team. Thanks.